It is an unforgettable two-part production bridging the cultures of the Eastern and Western worlds. Mahabharata arrives at the NAC after critically acclaimed runs at the Shaw Festival and at the prestigious Barbican Theatre in the United Kingdom. It's described by critics as an unparalleled production when it comes to ambition and scale. Joining me now is Miriam Fernandez. She is the co-creator and one of the performers in Mahabharata. Good morning to you, Miriam. Just seeing that clip right there, just a little taste, a little tease. I don't know, I just felt like already I was just being pulled into this incredible world.
Yeah.
Tell me about Mahabharata.
Well, it's funny that you say it like that because that's been my experience too. It feels almost like a magnet that draws you in. At first, you feel it can feel intimidating and a bit, you have that resistance of the magnet where you're getting pushed away. But once you kind of give yourself over to it, it's a story that's been around for over 4,000 years. And it's a story that is really at the heart of it about building civilization. And it's about, it was created at a time when we as humanity was trying to figure out what does it mean to live beside my neighbor? How do I live? How do we build a peaceful world? And in a world that's constantly driving us towards our greed and ambition and war, how do we create a world where peace is possible?
And how did you approach that, this centuries-old story, tradition, themes, and then create this production? What was your approach?
I mean, so we've been working on it for the past 8 years. It's been an epic process as the story is, as epic as the story is. And I think we started really with the beginning, with the stories of the ancestors of the main characters. And it was, Ravi Jain, who's my co-creator, we say it was like, somebody described the story to us as, it's like carving your own path through a forest. How do you choose which route to take? You could go any which way. You could visit every single tree. You could kind of plow a road right down the middle. And we had to figure out how do we create a path through this forest for an audience that will be meaningful today. So that was part of our journey.
The show has had great runs in London, in the UK, the Shaw Festival. What does it mean to you bringing this show now here to Ottawa to have that great kind of critical acclaim?
Yeah, well, so our company is Why Not Theatre, and we've produced this show, and it's also created with an international team of artists. So it's folks from the South Asian diaspora, but who've grown up in Malaysia and the UK, Canada, India, Australia. And so for us, the story is a universal one. It's an international story. And so to have toured it to London, to Perth, Australia, to Toronto, and now to bring it to our nation's capital, it's a big deal because it's a universal story that speaks to our humanity. And I think it's a story that we need to hear right now because it's a story about division, it's a story about war over lands, it's a story about this idea of justice and how do I find my place in the world where I can, what's my duty, what's my responsibility to my neighbor? I think it's questions that we're asking ourselves and each other a lot right now.
And all encapsulated in this beautiful presentation, like I was saying, mesmerizing, gorgeous, enchanting. I mean, that's what I believe viewers can expect as well. Right?
Yeah, I think, so we play with different forms of storytelling because this story has been told in so many ways over the past 4,000 years. So we tell the story through dance, through music. There's a live band on stage for part one. In part two, there's an opera. We play with film. So there's a moment where there's 18 TV screens that descend. Everything from like that most technological, savvy theater experience to a storyteller with a fire and an audience, and the simplicity of that. And so I think the audience can expect to experience really the richness of all of these storytelling traditions that we as humans have been using for thousands of years to help each other connect to our humanity.
Incredible. It's happening at the NAC. The show runs from May 13th to the 24th.
Yes.
That is wonderful. Miriam Fernandez, I'm wishing you all the best on this incredible show, which takes us through such a journey. And you get to do it all the time,
night after
right?
Night,
yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you, Miriam, again.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up here, and thank you for this wonderful show, which is once again happening at the NAC May 13th through the 24th.